All right, guys, we are here with Frank Pica with Native AI. And Frank, we want to know what excites you about the future of entrepreneurship.
Yeah, so I think personally, what's most exciting is grueling, painstaking, blood, sweat, and tears finally coming into form, right? That changes people's lives, and that's what's most exciting. I think about what me and Sarah, my co-founder, actually do here at Native AI. Years of progress, of development, finally turn into something that's tangible and able to be touched by the everyday consumer and people around the world. So that's exciting. The bigger idea of kind of the ecosystem and where we think entrepreneurship is bridging gaps is just that. It's bridging gaps in ways that we never even thought were possible, right? So areas of the supply chain that you never thought could connect are now connected. We have instant delivery, we have micro fulfillment centers. These are the types of things that actually change everyday lives of average people. And I use average people as being one of them, not in the way that the politicians use them, right? Not you guys over there, but it's exciting to see technology actually enhance and improve, right, the livelihoods. And I think that's what entrepreneurship does. It truly brings technology into view for everyday people, and that's fantastic.
All right, so we're here with Mark Franco, who is the CEO of MXD Process, who's been on the Middle Tech podcast. Awesome episode. You should go back and listen to it. And Mark, we want to know what excites you about the future as it relates to entrepreneurship.
Well, the thing that really excites me about the potentials of entrepreneurship is really the capacity that entrepreneurship has to solve problems in a way that comes at it from an angle that is not thought of before, has even general acceptance, and to really teach young people, hey, there's a path for me to be able to solve some of these problems that the world sees today. I really want that for everyone that's here, because there's a lot of discouragement today. We're coming out of COVID times, we're coming out of where schools were locked down, where there's a general discouragement. And I think that entrepreneurship's one of the hopeful things that I think God's given us in this world, to be able to envision the future, to kind of slough off kind of some of the things that have been plaguing us of despair and aloneness, and come together with others and be able to solve some of the problems that are around us in a way that builds community and builds hope. So that's what I see from it. Thank you.
All right, we're here with Tara Good, who is the VP of Strategic Partnerships at ClimaVision. Tara, we want to know what excites you about the future as it relates to entrepreneurship.
Yeah, so the most exciting thing about our future at ClimaVision is that we have about 1 million challenges and problems to solve that are going to impact a lot of people and a lot of industries. So you don't show up to work each day with sort of a mundane kind of challenge in front of you. We have pretty complex challenges, and the entire team is pretty geared toward that kind of work. So we're excited to together solve those issues, and it's going to have a global impact at the end of the day. That's what excites me about the future of what we're going to do at ClimaVision.
We're here with Chris Good, who is the founder and CEO of ClimaVision, a great startup here in the Louisville ecosystem. And Chris, we just want to know what excites you about the future as it relates to entrepreneurship.
Well, what excites me about this local area is there are so many entrepreneurs that are blossoming. And Louisville's really become a hotbed for a number of startups that you and I have talked about in our previous podcast, and I don't see that trend stopping. So I'm really invigorated by that, and I'm super excited about the fact that we're able to start ClimaVision here and capitalize on all of the momentum that's really been generated here in Louisville.
All right, we are here with Andy Eastus, who is the CEO and founder of SKU Vault. And Andy, we just want to know what excites you about the future as it relates to entrepreneurship.
See so many young people and older people as well just joining into the community. We see technology being a big part of how that's happening, but I just love connecting with all these new people coming into the space and really embracing the culture around it and getting it out there more. Like just seeing young kids that we work with in the schools, and they're excited about entrepreneurship, whereas a lot of these kids at that age don't even know that's an option. And when they start seeing that and seeing that the tools are out there now to get into it much quicker and faster, it's just a really exciting time to grow that community.
We are here with Stacey Griggs, who is a huge advocate of the Louisville entrepreneurship ecosystem, CEO of El Toro, one of the massive startups here in Louisville. And Stacey, we want to know what excites you about the future as it relates to entrepreneurship.
When I think about entrepreneurship, I think about where I was when I was, younger, and I started off as somebody working in corporations because I didn't really have an opportunity to understand entrepreneurial ecosystems. And I look at a place like Louisville today with companies like El Toro and Edge Analytics and Rivera and Apris, where we've got this generation of people who have an opportunity to work in very entrepreneurial companies. And it's so exciting to think about the opportunity that kids today have that I didn't have, that I had to move away to be able to realize. And I couldn't be more excited about entrepreneurship, but also entrepreneurship in Louisville.